Electric vehicles are a total scam like cryptocurrencies. You need fossil fuel and nuclear to create electricity. You cannot produce enough electricity on our planet to replace fossil fuel cars with EVs. European car manufacturers are stopping with EVs. When you have JP Morgan investing trillions in fossil fuel, you can bet that EV's future is already in a dead end. The electrifying dilemma: is the future of EVs at a standstill? In the quest for sustainable and clean energy, electric vehicles, EVs, have emerged as a beacon of hope, promising to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and decrease reliance on fossil fuels. EVs have gained significant traction over the past decade. However, recent trends and investments suggest a potential roadblock in the journey towards an all-electric future. This article delves into the intricate dynamics of electricity generation, the feasibility of a full EV transition, and the financial signals from major industry players like JP Morgan. Electricity generation, the backbone of EVs. Electric vehicles run on electricity, which must be generated and distributed to power these cars. The global energy mix is currently dominated by fossil fuels. According to the International Energy Agency, IEA, as of 2021, approximately 63% of global electricity was generated from fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, and oil, while nuclear power accounted for about 10%. Renewable sources like wind, solar, and hydroelectric power contributed around 27%. Transitioning to a fully electric vehicle fleet necessitates a substantial increase in electricity generation. However, renewables alone may not be sufficient to meet this demand. The intermittent nature of wind and solar power requires reliable baseload energy sources, typically provided by fossil fuels and nuclear power. Nuclear energy, while a low-carbon option, faces its own set of challenges, including high costs, long construction times, and public opposition due to safety concerns. The EV paradox: can we generate enough power to replace all fossil fuel-powered cars with EVs? The demand for electricity would surge dramatically. A study by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, projected that electrifying all vehicles in the United States would increase electricity consumption by 25%. This raises a crucial question: can the current and foreseeable future energy infrastructure support such an increase? While renewable energy capacity is expanding, it is uncertain if it can scale up quickly enough to replace the fossil fuel-generated electricity required for an all-EV future. Furthermore, the need for extensive upgrades to the power grid and increased energy storage capabilities adds layers of complexity and cost. European car manufacturers retreat from EVs. Adding to the skepticism surrounding the future of EVs, several European car manufacturers have signaled a slowdown or halt in their electric vehicle programs. Companies like Volkswagen and BMW, which were once at the forefront of the EV revolution, are now reassessing their strategies. The reasons cited include high production costs, supply chain disruptions, and a lack of sufficient charging infrastructure. For instance, in early 2024, Volkswagen announced a shift in focus towards improving the efficiency of its internal combustion engines while investing in hybrid technology as a more viable short-term solution. This pivot reflects the broader industry sentiment that a rapid transition to all-electric fleets may not be as imminent as once thought. The financial signals: JP Morgan's bet on fossil fuels. Perhaps the most telling sign of the challenges facing the EV industry is the financial decisions of major investment firms. JP Morgan, one of the world's largest financial institutions, has continued to invest heavily in fossil fuels. According to a report by the Rainforest Action Network, JP Morgan financed over $317 billion in fossil fuel projects from 2016 to 2020. Such substantial investments suggest that major financial players see a longer-term future for fossil fuels, potentially undermining the growth prospects of EVs. When an influential entity like JP Morgan places its bets on fossil fuels, it raises questions about the viability and timing of a complete shift to electric vehicles. Conclusion: the dream of a fully electric automotive future is tantalizing, but the realities of electricity generation, infrastructure challenges, and financial investments paint a more complex picture. While EVs will undoubtedly play a significant role in the future of transportation, the path to an all-electric fleet is fraught with hurdles. The continued reliance on fossil fuels and nuclear power for electricity generation, coupled with cautious moves from car manufacturers and significant fossil fuel investments, suggest that the road to widespread EV adoption may be longer and more winding than anticipated.